know a little bit more about me, though, before tonight's over, and I'll try to make it fast. I grew up with a privileged life. My dad died when I was 4 years old. My mother and I lost our house, and we moved in with my grandparents. My grandfather was a simple man. He was a one-man carpenter. My mom worked in a cheese factory, while my grandmother worked a belt picking scraps out of tobacco in Kentucky. There were a lot of challenging times, to say the least, but no matter how crazy life became for all of them, their only child and grandchild was always the apple of their eye. I could do no wrong. No matter how silly my one-act performances were, they were always genuinely excited to be in the audience of our four-room house built by my grandfather, 1 2 at a time. We all lived there together. I can say that I didn't have a lot of things growing up, but thank God, being loved wasn't one of them. And because of that today, I finally understand, these many years from now, that if your children know that you love them and genuinely believe they have greatness, they will do something great. People from all walks of life I ran into all these years. In Maui, and for the last 19 years, I've treated billionaires. I've treated patients who didn't know where their next meal was coming from. But I am blessed with my upbringing because I can relate to people from all walks of life. I know the lady who cleans our cancer center as well as our chief of staff, and to me, they're equally as valuable, and they have no difference to me in any way, because to me, my upbringing has made me understand the value of every person on this planet and how much they mean. One thing that I'm really proud of since we've been here for the last 18 or 19 years, and I think this is a true story, my billing manager Candy is here with me, but we've never turned anyone away for radiation therapy regardless of their ability to pay. I want to thank a few people tonight, and it starts with, there are a few people in the room that are going to understand these names. Some of you won't at all because you're new to the island, but the ones who've been here for years are going to know Patricia Aiken, who was the former director of the American Cancer Society, Claudine San Nicolas from the Maui News, Helen Reed, Dr. John Withers, Rob and Nora Feinberg, Donna Clayton, Donna Ting, Avery Chumley, and the late Mayor Hannibal Tavares, Lynn Britton, Jimmy Tanaka, Willie Kennison, and the list goes on and on. But these are people who I had never met in my life until I came to Maui and said, I really want to open a cancer center. And all of a sudden, they took up the mission to try to help make it happen. It was a challenge, to say the least. What should have taken 6 months for an approval took almost 3 years because the opposition across the water was very strong. There was no question, or there was always a question of this Kentucky doctor and what was he doing here establishing a cancer center. Claudine San Nicolas of the Maui News and Patricia Aiken helped me keep the dream alive by making sure the public was fully aware of all the issues at hand so that they could make up their own minds. Ironically, 3 years ago, I spent a great deal of time back in my home state of Kentucky helping them establish their first radiosurgery program with a CyberKnife. The opposition started occurring in my own home state, and they were referring to me as the Maui, Hawaii doctor. Oh well, we did get the CON, and in October of this year, the University of Louisville, my alma mater, the Brown Cancer Center, will have the first CyberKnife in the region, and we're all very excited about that. So the Maui doctors, we go back and forth. We just need to get the job done. Many of you are aware that the Pacific Cancer Institute is expanding. You may not know that the new TrueBeam STX is designed for radiosurgery. It'll be the most precise radiation equipment to date in Hawaii, with a treatment window of 2.5 millimeters. Previously, the Gamma Knife in Honolulu had the smallest size of 4 millimeters for window size. So I guess it's kind of fitting with the Olympics drawing to a near, because Maui has won by 2.5 millimeters. Even more exciting is the respiratory tracking system that the new equipment's going to have. For the first time, we will be able to actually treat moving targets with radiation. It's unbelievable, but we'll be able to monitor motion